Good morning. We have an overcast day today, but it's nice. It's cool. We got such a beautiful breeze here in North Florida. We'll give it a good morning. Hey, we're going to give it just a quick second before I get started here. I know it's kind of early, but I have a lot of things that I have to do here at the farm today. So I wanted to knock this out. And you know, yesterday I went ahead, hey guys, I went ahead and I did my post on Periscope stating that, hey, shoot me an email and tell me what your woes are, right? So I am glad to say that, wow, we got people with woes out there. They got people out there with a lot of issues. So you know what? I last night was reading through them and I kind of put them in an order. And before I actually talk about this one, I want to make sure I put out a disclaimer to you guys, all right? My opinions are nothing more than my opinions, all right? This is what I would tell somebody in my team. This is the advice I would give them. This is not the opinion of LifeVantage, okay? This is just simply Richard Kirkman talking to you one-on-one as if we were just good friends and you came up to me and you say, hey, listen, I got an issue, all right? So let's go ahead and I'm going to read to you something. All right, I'm not saying the person's name, okay, because we don't want to embarrass anybody. And this is not something to be embarrassed about either. So everybody's got issues, so don't think that you're special there. All right, we all have issues with all kinds of things, but this is specific to the business. It says, I have reached out to successful leaders and I do what they do, but I don't get the results that they get. I'm told to build relationships. I'm told all the time this, and numbers will just automatically happen. I try meetings, calls, cold market, warm market, but nothing happens. I do personal development, pro audio CDs, GoPro book, GoPro audiobook, proven plan. They make it sound so easy. Just sign 3 to 5 and help them do the same. I've never worked so hard and get such poor results. Okay, you know that's I've heard this from more than one person, and you know what? I want to go ahead and talk to you as well as anybody else that's remotely having some of these types of problems. This is not about negativity, okay? This is about coaching. So this is what I'm going to tell you, all right? One, yeah, research is the key. So you're going out to leaders, just like I tell all my people, find yourself a mentor, right? So this is the deal. Yes, find yourself a mentor. It's important. They're going to have opinions on how to fix the problem. And those opinions that they give you are probably most likely what works for them. Now the key here is it may not work for you. Okay? Not everything that is taught or told is going to work for the masses. Not everything. It will work for some, but not for others. And one of the big things that you have to remember is when you go to some of these guys that are coming into the business now, they are professional network marketers. These are people who have been in the business for over a decade. They've been in the business for over a decade. So if they're telling you, just go out and make relationships. Go out and make relationships. That's what this is all about. A few posts ago, I stated that, you know, don't start waiting until you've gone through your warm market to go to your cold market and try and make friends. You're supposed to be making friends every single day, right? It doesn't mean go out, make friends every single day, and then slam them with LifeVantage. That's not what this is. This is about making friends, all right? Don't try to be a mirror of somebody else, because when you try to be somebody else, you become 1, scripted, 2, you're not sincere anymore, and 3, you become a robot. And that's not what this is about. The people that do know you know that your personality is a certain way, and when you change it, it puts up red flags. It puts up the clear cylinder of doubt in front of these people. The trick here is to get that cylinder to go down and disappear so that their ears open. That's 6 inches between their ears, right? So don't try to be like somebody else. Put everything in your own words and speak from your heart. Number 2, the statement is true that numbers don't lie unless you do the numbers wrong. Okay? So, you know what? Sometimes I talk to my friends about stuff like this and I hurt their feelings because I'm pretty blunt. I'm right straight out forward. I tell you like it is. The numbers don't lie. If you go show 100 people this business, yeah, you're going to get 3 to 5 people in the business. Some will be customers, some will not. Some will be distributors. Okay, you're not getting the results that you are wanting. It's okay. It's okay. This may not be for you, but if you're relentless and you're willing to learn how to do this, the numbers will fall into place. This is what I mean. You may be showing the business to 100 people, getting no results. Well, there's a lot more than just showing the business to people. Okay? I'm going to fall back on the proven plan because the proven plan works for probably 99% of the people in the beginning. That's good. Be relentless and determined, but don't be a hunter. So, and that's right, winners never quit. But this is the key. You show it to 100 people, you don't get the results you're wanting. Well, at number 10, when you showed it to 10 people and you didn't get the results you were looking for, there's time for corrections to be made. In the beginning, sometimes, yeah, you got that person that will just throw their wallet on the table because they love you and you're that influential that you say, give me your wallet, you're going into business with me. We're not talking about those people. We're not talking about you paying for somebody else to be in the business because those people never, 99% of the time, don't do anything because they're not vested in the business. We're talking about doing the proven plan in the beginning because the proven plan works. The proven plan is designed to give you baby steps and to allow a system to work. If you don't follow the system, it does not work. It's that simple. So, real quick, what's the proven plan? Figure out your why. Second thing, make your list. Third thing, coach with your sponsor. If you don't have the coach with your sponsor, what do? You go and you talk to somebody that is available, that's been in the business to help you coach through the beginning. Make your calls, invite. Once you've invited those people, don't cry. When you invite, what's the next step, people? This is where everybody I know totally screws the business up. And I'm sorry, I get real emotional about this because we could all be at another level if we didn't try to reinvent the dang wheel. We try to reinvent the wheel in the beginning of the business because we're smarter than everybody else. Yeah, I was in 4 other businesses doing multi-level marketing. I'm a know-it-all. As soon as I realized that I was making mistakes and I was smart enough to step back and reassess the situation and do what was working for everybody else, guess what happened? I got results. So, the proven plan, the next step is to make the invitation happen and then put them on a 3-way call. 3-way call. Wow, what a concept. Getting somebody else to be the expert because my friends know I don't know crap about superoxide dismutase. I kind of find that funny because it's so truthful. I don't care if you're a doctor, if you're a nurse. I don't care what you do. You are not the expert in this business if you just got started. Let somebody else do this. And you know what? 3-way calls, side note, not every 3-way call is the same because the company doesn't teach 3-way calls, do they? They don't teach us how to do this specific 3-way call. My 3-way call is completely different than others. Some people ask a million questions because they want it to be all about that person. I don't always ask a whole lot of questions. I ask key questions for me so that I can target specifically to that individual. So you have to develop your 3-way calls, but how are you going to learn how to do it? By doing multiple 3-way calls with other people. All right? Do multiple 3-way calls with other experts in the business. Now, what makes an expert? An expert is not somebody that is a Pro 7 and above. let me tell you, I've heard three-way calls done by Pro 2s that are better than Pro 7, 8, 9s, and 10s that I've heard. I'm not bashing anybody. I'm just saying some people are more articulate than others. And some of them are just key right on point and off the phone. They do their job. All right, so what's the next step? We've got them to that exposure. They've seen the exposure, and now they go to the next level, right? Get them to another event. What's the next event? Maybe a home meeting. Maybe to a regional meeting. Maybe just a follow-up to say, hey, listen, I'm going to catch up with you in about 48 hours, and I'm going to go through my stuff. I think I have some stuff that I could give you, that can help you understand a little bit better. Get them to a Super Saturday. That's right. A lead school. So, all right. That's the proven plan, right? But it doesn't end there. It ends when the person finally says yes. How many people go ahead and show once and the people sign up? 1 out of every 100? 1 out of every 200? Some people have better numbers because they're more influential. This is the key. Follow up. Follow up. And if you're doing the follow up and the people aren't getting in after the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th time, I hate to tell you, your follow up sucks. Either your follow up is not good, you're not doing it right, or you're not listening to the person. No, you don't ever let them go. What you do is you put them on a delayed follow up. You don't ever let anybody go. We love the people that we share this with. So this is what you do. This is real simple. You listen to what the people have to say. If they're telling you, sure, there's so many different follow-up messages, but give me a second, guys. Let me get my thought out because I haven't had my Axio this morning, so I may not stay on point. So, if you're not listening to the other person and all you're doing is reacting, all right, you're not thinking because you know that you need to hear what they're saying. If they're telling you the timing's not right in their own words, then the timing's not right. Listen to them. Say, you know what, I totally understand. In the beginning, it wasn't right for me either. It wasn't right for me either. But I gave it a few weeks. And luckily for me, my sponsor, they kept giving me information. And when the timing was right, I jumped right in. So you have to listen to what people say exactly. You have to have empathy. Empathy is very, very important. I mean, we're not doing this for us. We're doing this for them. The end result is if we help enough people, the help that we need, we will receive. All right, so let's go to the next one. Talking about follow-up is a whole nother call, okay? So, all right. I kind of touched on this already, and you know what? It doesn't matter what your position is, where you're at, what you did. I don't care if you're a master salesperson. I don't care if you're the best salesperson in the world. I don't care if you're in the medical industry. I don't care if you're a scientist. Yes, it does bring some credibility to you. It does bring credibility to you when you have those type of backgrounds. All right. And yes, people will listen to you more. But let's figure the masses are not going to be scientists and the masses are not going to be doctors. And, we have more nurses than anything. Okay. But listen, you have to let somebody else be the master, not you. In the beginning, it's okay to tell somebody, I am so new at this. I don't want to give you the wrong information because this information is so important. And theoretically, if you were just to be on that third-party call with me, you're not saying this. I'm talking to you guys as one-on-one. But if you get somebody and you say, hey, listen, Mary, I want you to watch this video. It's going to take 6 minutes. Do you have time right now? They watch the video. When I call you back, I am going to have one of my business partners on the phone who really understands this. And I'm learning. So you're doing me a big favor by just asking your questions to this person. They're amazing. I'll introduce you to them when I get back on the phone with you. End of story. You're learning. You're letting them know these people are teaching me while I do this. This is a big plus because if this person was in network marketing in the past, they probably have never experienced that. Poor results come from trying to recreate the wheel. All right? That's right. Poor results come from trying to reinvent the wheel. So I can close my book now because I'm going to close with this. If we have 60,000 distributors that are active in the United States, and I don't know the exact numbers, okay? But if we have 60,000 distributors in the United States, and everybody's getting a paycheck, I don't care if it's $1, if it's $100,000 a month, it's 11,000. Where'd you get those numbers? That's awesome. That makes me more excited than ever, okay? Because that means that we're wide open still. We're so far in the basement, it's not even funny. But the problem is, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. You can't recreate the wheel. We have something that works in the beginning, but while you're developing in the beginning stages of your business, you have to grow. You have to have personal development, and you have to learn what works best for you. What works for Ramasio does not work for me. Some of it does, but not all of it. So, you know, when I was in Nashville, I sat down and spoke to Ramasio, and he gave me his opinion on how to do something. And he was spot on with the numbers and everything else. But I'm not Ramasio. That man is so good at speaking, and he can walk up to a complete stranger and gain, he can pull from them. That's not me, all right? So am I going to act like him? Absolutely not. You know, I have a lot of people that I refer to as masters in the business, but I can't be like all of them. I can't be like any of them, but I can take personal traits that they have, you know, something that I admire from them, and I can try to be like them, okay? So I hope this helps a little bit. I'm going to let you guys go because I promised I didn't want these things to be over 5 minutes long. Just remember, be yourself, be passionate. I know the person that sent this email is extremely passionate about this business, and I know you're not going to quit. And directly to you, my message to you is just keep trying and go back to the proven plan. Yes, the numbers will work. You talk to 100, 3 or 5 people are going to sign up, and you teach them to do the same. Meanwhile, continue to work on your warm market. Create new prospects now that you can talk to next month or the month after you've developed a relationship. You know, there are people out there, you know, there's an old saying, you're welcome, there's an old saying that says that you can't say the wrong thing to the right person, and, you know, you can. You can say the wrong thing to the right person. So don't vomit all over them. Make friends and do it the way it's taught in the proven plan. Don't recreate the wheel. God bless, guys. I will talk to you soon. Again, these are my opinions, not LifeVantage's. I'm just another guy that's trying to help. And if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, find somebody else that will communicate to you what you need to know to be successful. Take care.